What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? Welcome to another amazing Monday. Today is Monday, May 5th, 2025, and it's a great day to be alive. Y'all, welcome to Speaker Success in the Morning. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you woke up. I'm glad that you're rocking with us. Y'all, now you know we can't kick off the show without bringing out my co-host. Come on out, producer Britt. Come on, talk to the people. Talk to the people. How you feeling this
Hey,
morning,
hey,
man?
hey, good morning.
Hey, what is the word? Producer Britt, how was the weekend?
It was
How was
good.
the weekend
Happy
for you?
Cinco de Mayo.
Um,
It's
today is Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco
Dang, today is Cinco de
de
Mayo.
Mayo,
Oh
baby.
man. You got any special plans today?
No, I gotta go to work, Jonathan.
I mean, you still can have plans.
You
You can
gotta
go
go
to
to
work.
work too.
I mean, you ain't working 24 hours today. You got after work.
I ain't got no plans. Coming home, have my own Cinco de Mayo at the crib. Okay.
Okay, do your thing. Do your
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
have some tacos, have some nachos,
yeah.
um,
I feel so
and be able
weird
to celebrate right.
without my microphone. I'm just talking.
How does that feel?
It feels weird. It feels, for y'all, I upgraded my microphone. Now I have the SM, what's that thing? SM,
Sure, SM7DB.
yeah, the SM7DB. But I forgot to buy an XLR cable. So I will have that today and I'll be sounding way better tomorrow morning. I'm so excited, Jonathan. I'm so excited. I never knew that I'd be excited about gear.
I mean, yeah, I mean, but just like anything else, once you get into something, then it's like one of them things to where, like, you like energy, more energy starts to go to it, more investment starts to go to it because you
Uh-huh.
care more about the product and everything like that. So,
Yeah.
congrats, because that's a big deal. That's
Yeah.
the big boy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
How was your
the big boy,
weekend?
man.
How was everything? I wasn't feeling too good yesterday, but I'm back, praise the Lord. But
Yeah.
how was your weekend?
All in all, weekend was cool. What did I do this weekend? I don't know. The weekend's more of a blur to me now. But I think I chilled on the weekend, a Saturday. Did some returns, did some adulting, right? So
Okay.
running the UPS, running to Walmart, getting some stuff here for like some teacher appreciation type deal. But all in all, I
Oh,
mean, it was a light weekend, relaxing. It
nice.
was good.
Okay.
It was a good
Well,
weekend.
let's
It
get
was good.
into it. What you got for us today?
Man, okay, so straight from the source, we're going to be in the book of James. And James is Jesus' brother. And we're going to be in the book of James, chapter 1. So, book of James, chapter 1, and we're just going to take it from the top. And it says, James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, greetings. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of any kind, right? This is a different type of mindset. This is why I want to choose this text. This is tough. Consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete and not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave, a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. And I wanted to hit on this text here because, y'all, it can be so easy to where when you're in a tough situation, for your mindset to immediately go to the negative. For me, that was actually a time for me in my life, and even now, if I'm not careful, that certain times when I'm really frustrated, or when it's like, why does life keep happening? I got to pay these bills, right? Or man, I wanted to do this particular situation, but then my wife gets sick, and now I have to take care of my kid. Like it's certain things to where in your mind, if you're not careful, You have to flip that perspective, right? And it's something that can be so dangerous, but we ultimately have control. So that's why here James says, consider it pure joy, right? So we have to find the optimism in every opportunity, or ultimately in just any of those anxious and trying times, right? So that's the first part. Whenever you face any trial, because y'all know, just like the old saying goes, don't cry over spilled milk. Because at the end of the day, if the milk is spilled, you can get mad, you can get frustrated, you can throw an attitude, you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, but you still got to clean up that milk. So you're just delaying the inevitable and delaying time versus just if you got after it. But at the end of the day, it talks about testing your faith in the second part of the verse, because it says, well, it's actually verse 3, but it says, this is the testing of your faith, which produces perseverance. So imagine that you want to grow something, right? And the only way to grow it is through test and through repetition. So here, James is talking about, like, you having the opportunity in any and every one of these situations. You're facing a trial, you're facing a challenge. This is a great opportunity to test, to grow, and to really move forward within your faith. Let perseverance finish the work, that you may be mature and complete and not lacking anything. It's just like in special areas and special times of our lives, there are certain lessons that never could be learned. They never would be learned if we don't go through the process. If we don't go through the entirety of a situation, if we don't go through the full challenge, then there's certain principles, there's certain lessons that we will never be able to extract. However, but that's what James is letting us know here, because at the end of the day, it's going to help us to where we're not lacking anything. And that's the beautiful thing about this whole journey of life, is because if you don't go through what you need to go through, either that challenge is going to come up again, right? Some of those attributes that you had the opportunity to grow through and go through, some of those attributes will dwindle off, and you won't be able to build the muscle and the strength that you need to be able to make it past that level the next time. So you're going to be in that same situation once again. So y'all, today, straight from the source, I wanted to just come to you with this text, and thinking that James, who is Jesus's brother, right? And this is often talked about, or you may or may not have know that, but y'all, when James gets into this text, James is cold with it, because he's coming right at us and letting us know, like, one, you're gonna have trials, so like don't expect to get out of it, because trials are going to come regardless, right? So we got to just take that on the chin and move on, not if, but when, right? Because you're going to be in those situations. But then the part that I really love, that it says in this text right here, if any of you lacks wisdom, if any of you. So this applies to anybody, wherever you are, young, old, college, married, single, whatever it might be. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God for it, because he is willing to give you that wisdom generously without finding fault. So just think, if you're at a tough spot in your life, you don't know, like, where's the next move, what's up, what's down. And y'all, I've been here lately. I've been like, does it make sense for me to go over here and do this, or maybe pursue that? And I have to be like, God, help me. Help me. Like, give me the wisdom to make the best decision here. Right? I don't have all the information. I may not even have connections or resources in this place or position. But this is the application. This is the application, y'all. We need to seek out God, asking for his wisdom to help us navigate these situations of our lives, because sometimes we just don't have the answers. Sometimes mom doesn't have the answer, dad doesn't have the answer, your significant other, or whoever might be somebody you look up to, they don't have the answer. So we need to seek God, because we're going to face the trial. If we don't know how to get over it, don't know how to get under it, can't get through it, we need to ask God and allow him the opportunity to give us the wisdom and the strength to move through and to progress. Family, that's straight from the source this morning. I'm Jonathan Jones, and we'll be right back with more Speaker Success. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness, cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. Family, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome back, welcome back. All right, all right. Family, welcome back. Today is May 5th, 2025. Great day to be alive. Lost image for a moment, but we're coming right back. Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home-based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting-edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results-driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best. All right, family, welcome back. Welcome back. May 5th, 2025. We are 12 minutes after the hour. And y'all, it is another Monday Momentum. Producer Britt, how we feeling? How we doing?
Hey, hey. Good. It's Monday.
Monday, back in the swing, back in the thing. Producer Britt, I actually was watching some I actually was on the internet last night, okay? Actually on Twitter. I know we talked. I got back on Twitter last night,
Oh,
and I'm like, this is a whole new world over here in a good way.
tried to
In a
tell
good
you
way.
to get back on it.
I'm back on Twitter now. Last night, I'm scrolling down Twitter and I saw, Amen Thompson, a little behind the back, little circus shot as
Mm-hmm.
they lost the state. But either way, I saw some good action on Twitter. I'm like, oh wow, people out here getting active on Twitter. It was a new experience for me. It's a new
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. I tried to tell you, man. Tried to tell you.
It's been a while.
Did-
So you're active on Twitter out here.
No.
Okay.
No.
So you what? You TikTok, Instagram.
I'm TikTok, Instagram. I get on there. I don't tweet. I get on there to see what's happening. Just based off the people that I follow, and slowly but surely, I like Reddit.
But Reddit isn't as many pictures and videos. It's more so like blogs and articles type deal.
Yeah, like conversations, like conversations. So, like when
Okay,
I asked
okay.
you that question about the $25, something that was $25 that impacted your life, that was from Reddit because they be having conversations like that on there.
Fair
Mhm.
enough.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm jumping over Reddit just yet, but I fell back in love with
No,
Twitter.
one thing at a time. So, stay on Twitter, and get used to that again, and then we'll push you into Reddit. I don't think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, because I mean, because before with me was because I like sports, or at least I like staying connected to college athletes and just seeing what's happening in the world of sports. Twitter, I know, is a good place for that because I'm seeing because I was already connected with a lot of coaches all across the country, so
Hmm.
I'm already seeing people talk about coaches and people talk about what's going on at their program. So okay, Twitter, I'm back.
So
That's
now
it.
you're, yeah, because you barely get on TikTok yourself. So is that now you're what, Instagram and Twitter, TikTok?
Instagram. Well, actually, for me, it's really LinkedIn,
Oh
Instagram.
yeah, of course.
Now it's gonna be Twitter. But LinkedIn is home for me because
Yeah.
LinkedIn, I can reach out to somebody, I can connect with somebody, and have a friend for life. So I'm gonna integrate Twitter back into my whole process, into my whole flow. But I just need to make it a conscious effort. So
Hmm.
I re-downloaded the app. I moved it over to my home screen. So
Okay.
now, it's gonna be there when I click my business media, when I click my business media icons,
Okay.
then we're gonna get back into the flow.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel good.
Okay. Nice. I
Yeah,
feel good about it.
feel real good about that decision. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anything happened that made you think this weekend? Any think tanker, anything happen? Anything we can talk about? Monday momentum.
So
Life
this weekend,
lessons, trials, tribulations. I don't know.
man, say I had something I saw on Instagram. I was looking at some stuff. So there was some relationship stuff I saw actually
Okay, what
on
you think?
Instagram. I actually sent it to you, but it was
Oh, let's see.
where was. So well, for one, so there was actually, well, I don't want to talk about. We'll do NIL another day. NIL another
Yeah,
day.
no, we're not doing that now, yeah.
But what I saw, it was some relationships that I feel like I sent to you. I think I
I
sent to my
hope you're
wife
not talking
actually.
about Paul Pierce.
No, you brought it up. Now we got to talk about it.
No, we don't. Let's talk about the relationship thing because I didn't watch that clip yet. Paul Pierce is ridiculous.
Oh man. Okay, so this. Okay, so what I pulled up, I saw, and her name is your fave MFT, right? So
Okay.
your favorite marriage family therapist, and she talked about 10 things that are totally normal in marriages that nobody talks about,
Okay.
and I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
didn't
okay,
send me that. I don't have
I
that.
thought I did. Okay, I sent it to my wife,
Okay.
but I was like, this is good conversation.
Mhm.
So one of the first things she said, sometimes, because typically, you hear people talk about in marriages, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. It's always 50-50.
Mhm.
But the fact of the matter is, that is never true. That's never true. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but people don't know it. Okay, well, you might understand that as a woman, but there might be some brothers out there that be like, no, it's gonna be 50-50. It's gonna be 50. But the understanding that, sometimes things vary and the load shifts,
Mhm.
right? Like,
Mhm.
for instance, just like when my wife just had our second son, she was in the hospital and she was getting ready to go into labor. And the things that I typically wasn't used to doing, like I typically didn't wash clothes consistently, right? That wasn't really my thing. But then the load shifted in that way. And
Mhm.
even doing, like, getting the boy ready for school, cooking breakfast, like doing all of those things in the morning, those weren't some things I was consistently doing,
Mhm.
but that load shifted, right? So, some people may or may not understand it. You might already know that, producer Britt. You might already know, oh no, that duh,
Hey, I'm
duh.
not married, so I
Hey,
mean,
I
you
mean,
tell me.
yeah, 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 yeah. But and another thing that might seem like common knowledge, but at the same time, it's one of those things that I feel like society kind of challenges.
Mhm.
But when we see people change, right? We see people get in relationships and then they change.
Right.
But one of the things that your favorite MFT was sharing, she says the fact is you'll both change, and that's a
Yeah.
good thing,
Yeah, it's a good.
right? Because this is where people are growing and they're evolving and they're really progressing towards something different
Mhm.
together, because one person is growing and the other person may be growing to the person that they need them to be. So
Yeah.
filling in some of those gaps in some of
Yeah.
those places to where before that wasn't necessary or that wasn't required of a person and a
Mhm.
level of growth. So it could look like growing emotionally, right?
Yeah.
People learning to grow
You
and
better
be more
grow.
vulnerable.
You better grow. You better change. You better not be the
I
same.
mean, you have to. I
Yeah.
mean, you really have to be successful in a marriage. Because I mean, if you're somebody who's like emotionally unavailable, but then
Mm.
somebody is going through something traumatic, and they're like, I need that emotional connection, but I
Yeah.
need this, I need that, and then they like,
Yeah. Being with someone that is emotionally
I don't got
unavailable, it
that.
will drain you. oh my gosh, it will
It would
drain you
definitely drain you.
because that person just does not want to open up or they just don't understand. And, I'm not I'll hold your hand, but not that long. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Let's
But
figure it out.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just
Number
part of
three.
growing and part of evolving and part of really moving forward. But and that's not necessarily just in intimate relationships, but that also could be friendships.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
had to grow.
yeah. Hmm.
I've had to grow with my boy Mahari. Like we've been through it all, ups, downs. Like we've been ready to
Right.
go toe to toe with each other.
Hmm.
But we're better for it now, and we can
Yeah.
better communicate and share with each other about different things like that.
Yeah.
So
And I think, yeah, speaking of friendships, man, I think I have been like in my whole 32 years of just friendships, they've been so up and down and in and out. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Issa Rae was on my in my own opinion, which is Michelle Obama and her brother Brian, I believe. I don't
Craig
want to
Robinson.
Craig, sorry, Craig Robinson.
Yeah, yeah.
And so Issa Rae was on there. She was talking about how she's not a considerate friend.
Oh
And
wow,
I can understand that because
wow.
I am someone like I think about like, and she explained it as if I think about you. I might not text you to say, "Oh, how are you doing?"
Uh huh.
or it's just a thought. Like she has the thought of that person, but she never acts on it because she's so work horse driven. And so
Mm,
like in her mind, it's always like work, work, work. I gotta get this done. When I can talk to you, I will. If you need me, I will be there for you. But
dang,
don't expect me to always spark a conversation and be like, hey,
how you doing? What's
hey,
up?
what are you doing?
Shoot
What's
the
up?
breeze.
Like, small
Oh
talk,
wow.
if you will. Like, I'm not
Mm,
here
okay.
to. I'm not a person. I do not like small talk. So tell me what you need. What's up? Cause I got other stuff to do. So, I'm not a
Okay.
small talker. Even if I'm on the phone with someone, it's just hey, how are you? How are you? And then it's like, no,
Straight to it.
let's just get straight to it. But I guess when it comes to friends and how she was saying, like, she's just not a considerate friend. She's not a
That's
considerate
interesting.
friend. And I am with that because I've had friends. I mean, yeah, I've friends, but I think it comes to the fact where it's like, you have your life, I have my life. We're both living our lives. If we need each other, let's call each other. I don't not love you. I always want you to win.
Uh,
If there's something that needs to be celebrated, I'll be there for you, vice versa. But don't expect me to always, 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 because I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
oh
Yeah.
dang.
And I think,
Well, but
I think that's just sometimes that's just me as a person. Like I'm not because I'm
I get
always
that.
focused on my career and getting to the next level. So when that does happen, when I feel like, oh dang, I ain't talked to this person in so long, there's something that clicks in me, and it's like, okay, well, let me reach out to this person. But for the most part, I'm working. I'm coming home. I'm tired. I'm
You're always
prepping for
working. That's
this.
crazy.
I'm always working. Like I'm
Always. But what?
always working.
But but in you always working, and then with you also maintaining friendships and relationships, is the small talk necessary? And the reason why I'm saying that, is it necessary meantime and between time, so to where it does get to the point of where that person needs you, like y'all already have had touch points as of late, so it's
I mean,
like
like,
familiarity there.
sure. I mean, like, sure. Hey, this happened, such and such and such. Update me on what's going on. But let's not be on Facetime for 3 hours. Let's
Well, I
not
mean, that's
be.
not that, that's excessive sometimes. I mean, because you that I don't think, I don't, because I mean, I like, I believe, because I've seen, you talk with some of your friends, And I mean, I would assume, right? I would assume that you have some of the type of relationships to where it's like y'all are so locked in to
Mhm.
where we don't talk to each other for a little bit. We come back, hop on a call, and we're right back where we left off, type
Yeah,
deal.
yeah. And I never
So
want people to like take that the wrong way because it's like, hey, do your thing, I'm doing my thing. And I
for
think
sure.
that was something that I learned in the book that I'm reading, The Mountain Is You. She talks about
Mm,
that. And yeah, it's just yeah. Yeah. Don't ever think I don't want you to win, you know, because I'm busy doing my life. Some of my friends have kids. I mean, I would say most of my friends are married. Um,
mm,
like one of my, yeah, two of my really good friends are married. One has two kids. So it's like, it's not that we can't hang out all the time, but it's like, I am aware that you have a whole family. So it's like,
that's
you're
true.
a completely different world than I am in, and you know it's not just a hey, do you want to hang out? No, you got to find a babysitter, you got to find this, you got to find it, like you have obstacles, and I am aware of that, so sometimes I
Okay.
don't necessarily reach out and say something because to me it's just no point because you
But
got some.
wait, producer Britt, wait. Let me speak for the people that got kids. But what if they were looking for a way to get out? What if babysitting
Well,
was
if you
already
looking for a
taken
way to
care
get
of?
out, then you need to call me so you can get in. Because if I don't know your schedule, my schedule open. I got a cat, so that's why I try to tell people like, if you want to do something, you need to let me know because I'm not
Mhm.
the one with a husband, two kids, a dog,
Mm.
a house, a mortgage. I just got a cat
Oh,
and my duplex, baby. That's it.
oh,
It's
you got
just
you got a cat, a duplex, and a good time. Excuse me.
that's
Okay.
it. That's
All right.
it. And you know, hey, I long to be there one day, but
Not long.
it's not there. It's not there right now. It's not there right now. So it's like, you know, I'm just still enjoying my 32, seeing what God has in store for me. But as far as yeah, I got that 32.
32 of them
But
things. Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal.
yeah, so still enjoying it and you know doing what I can, but yeah, my friends that even my friends are my friend Priscilla. She's married, no kids,
Mm.
but they still have a whole life. You know, they have a whole another life, and so it's like they travel and they you know they do this, they do that, but it's like you know it's easier for me to hang out with her because she just has a husband and
That's
you
true. Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
they might okay I'm in town for this or she'll let us know hey I'm free this weekend, let's put something on the calendar, so it's like
Mm.
she will reach out and touch and say hey I'm free these 2 weekends, hey girls let's put something on the
I like
calendar.
that.
Friends with kids are different because y'all gotta drop the kid off, pick the kid up, somebody gotta babysit the kid, and then you gotta get it's a lot, so you know y'all let
Mm.
me know when y'all
It's a
free.
lot. Okay.
Yeah, y'all let me know when
What
y'all free.
man, and I think this is a great point to really just touch this for a second. But people also have to understand the evolution of friendship, right? You
Yeah.
also you got to understand that because even like you use an example of you and Priscilla, I use an example of me and my boy Mahari. When we first met, he was married, I was single. So
Mhm.
I had a lot of free time. And we'd touch base and I'd link up like whenever. And like his wife could be out of town, then I just pull up. And that was what that looked like. But
Mhm.
then he started having kids. I still didn't have no kids. I wasn't married yet.
Mhm.
And then I would still be at some of the stuff because he was intentional to make me a part of their lives.
Mm.
Like he was
Mhm.
like, well, nah, I want the kids to see you. I want
Yeah.
you to be here for this stuff.
Yeah.
So I was there, I'm Uncle John. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Okay,
Uncle
Uncle
John.
John. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Uncle John. But even now, he has kids and a wife. I have kids and a wife, and I was talking to him the other day, but he will give me a call and say, John, hey, I want to invite y'all to this. Come
Mm.
out to this. And he said, bring the whole family. So it's just one of them things like on this side for the evolution of friends, because I don't have many deep friend relationship. I will say I don't have many best
Friendship.
friends.
Yeah.
He's like my main best friend
Yeah.
in terms of a guy. So, just knowing and understanding that, we make certain things a priority to link up, connect.
Yeah.
So people got to understand the evolution of friendship and understand that that's not always, you know, what it could seem or what it was at one point in time. So you got to
Yeah.
shift, you
Yeah.
got to evolve, you got to
Yeah.
grow.
And Priscilla and I have been friends since we were 16. And so it's
Mm,
like,
you were 16.
so yeah, so we locked in. So it's just the fact that our friendship has grown. We've had pockets in our friendship where it's like, we may talk every 3 months, or when I went off to college, and when she went to college here, she went to UNT. Obviously, I was in Miami. It was so crazy. I had just finished my internship, and she goes, "You'll never believe." Because after I finished my internship, I made the decision with my parents. I was like, "I'm moving back home. Miami's too much. I can't be out here by
Man,
myself."
it's a lot.
Is a lot. And
That is
so
a lot. I can't
and
imagine
so
that in
she
college.
calls me and she goes, "You'll never guess what I'm about to do." And I go, "I hope you're not moving to Florida." And she goes, "I'm moving to Miami." And I was like, "I'm moving back to Dallas." And she was like, "Oh my gosh." So she was there. She was in Miami for, I think, a couple years, and then she met her husband, and then they moved back. Well, yeah, she was with her
Mm,
husband in Miami, and then they moved back to Dallas. But it's just
nice.
one of those things. We grew together, and we always made sure that we checked in, no matter if it was every 3 months, every four, what have you. But you just make the conscious decision because we want to be in each other's lives, because we love
For
each
sure.
other. And so
That's
that
real.
that's how you do that. And that's why I'm like, solid friendships, if you want, it takes two. It takes two, because if you want each other in each other's lives, then
Hmm.
you will definitely make the effort. Now, I have some horrible, horrible, horrible friendship stories, but that is a
Oh,
whole nother episode.
oh
Um,
no.
a whole
Oh,
nother episode, whole nother episode, whole nother episode.
dang. That's
Yeah.
crazy. But I mean,
And
through
I
it
thank
all,
God for getting me
understand.
out of those friendships as well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I mean, the other point is like you can't do life alone. As much as people would
Hmm.
like to, there's going to be a time where you really need something. It could be emotional support. It could be financial
Hmm.
support. It could be a ride from the airport. But you're gonna need you're gonna need somebody to come through for you, and you can't live life alone. Because I've tried to do it, and it's not cool. It's not fun.
Dang. Dang. Mm,
That's not it.
that's not it.
That's not it.
Dang.
So
All right.
get
Well, we
get
got that was a good conversation. Started out with marriage, ended with friendship. Love that.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it can go either way. Start with marriage, end with friendship. Start with friendship, end with
Exactly.
marriage. You never
Exactly.
know. Right.
Exactly. All right, guys, coming up next, we have what I saw scrolling, and some good stuff happening this week. So make sure you tune in for that, and we'll be right back with more Speaker Success in the morning.
Are you a new or budding entrepreneur looking to set your business up for success? Profit Mode is here to help you navigate your entrepreneurial journey with expert education and services. From tax planning and bookkeeping to selecting the right business structure, Profit Mode has you covered. They'll even educate you on how to properly set up your business for building credit so you can grow with confidence. Profit Mode's mission is to provide you with the tools and guidance you need to establish a solid foundation for your business. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to take the next step, we're here to support your goals. Let Profit Mode help you turn that
Uh,
entrepreneurial dream into a
what I tell you?
reality with the knowledge and
I
services to
looked at.
back it up. Your success
Oh
starts with the
no,
right
just
foundation.
taking no coffee.
Contact Profit Mode today to get started.
All right, family. All right, y'all. Welcome back. We are 34 minutes after the hour. It is Monday, May 5th, 2025. Y'all already know it's a great day to be alive. And man, just like we talked about before, y'all, them friendships, them friendships, them friendships. All right. So maintain your friendships and hold down your people because it's necessary and it's essential. Producer Britt, come on back. Come on back. Come on
Hey,
back.
hey, hey, hey.
Taking too long to lock up. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Not bring it back.
Let
Okay,
us
y'all.
talk
So
first.
first things first, we gotta start with the trial of Diddy. Okay, so this is big. I watched the Breakfast Club interview with Bill Bellamy.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bill
Yes,
Bellamy. Okay,
Bill
yeah, yeah, that
Bellamy,
was it.
and he made a really good point, because Obviously, he touched point on how the '90s was a great era. I mean, a great 10 years for everybody that was just
Hmm.
coming up in the industry. He remembered Puff when when he was Puff. When he remember
Yeah.
Puff when he was passing out flyers and T-shirts for Bad Boy and getting Bad Boy started,
Man.
and I mean, just seeing him become the mogul that he has become. And
Yeah.
now, he was just like, it's just so crazy how what's about, what he's on trial for and what's about to happen. And so,
Real crazy.
the 55-year-old, the 55-year-old disgraced music mogul is facing many federal charges. This is an article from the Grio. And I had to search. Speaking of I had to search for, um, yeah, I know TMZ put it out, but a lot of people
Hmm.
aren't like I guess like writing about this. I don't know if because the trial hasn't started yet, but it
Mm.
is. They're doing. Okay, let me finish. Federal charges including racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution stemming from multiple lawsuits that have been filed against him. The staggering amount of complaints began to arrive in the months since settled a lawsuit against his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, in
Hmm.
November 2023. So as of now, the trial begins today, Monday. They are doing the
Monday.
jury selection today, and then opening statements are scheduled to start May 12th. So back to that. Back to that interview with Bill Bellamy and the Breakfast Club, he made a really good point, Jonathan. I know I talked to you about this offline, but he said that
Uh-huh.
this is the O.J. Simpson trial of hip hop.
Yeah.
And it just makes so much sense. It makes so much sense because, I mean, obviously, I'm a '93 baby, growing up in the 2000s. Why you say it like that? Ain't you
Nah, yeah,
'89?
keep going. Ain't nobody say nothing to you. Keep going.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, don't make faces. Because
Oh my
I'm a
God.
'93 baby. And, just growing up, seeing the BET Awards, seeing Making the Band, MTV,
Yeah.
anything and everything, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever you called him,
Uh-uh.
love,
Uh-uh.
brother love.
Uh-uh. Bad
Yeah,
boy. Uh-uh.
so he was just everywhere,
He was.
everywhere. And so to see this potential, I mean, I don't know. And also, Bill Bellamy mentioned that, he is, even if he does get off on these charges, is that his image and his name and everything is still going to be ruined um,
Forever tarnished.
in the public eye. So,
Most
I will
definitely.
be watching. I know Lauren from the Breakfast Club. I know that she's going to be at the trial, so
Oh
I'll
yeah.
definitely be looking at her content and to report back to y'all on that as well. But I hate to say that I'm excited, but we're just going to see so many people. We're going to see
Yeah.
so many people, so
So
many
many
people.
people. And so
And
much stuff coming out.
yeah,
And
and I
and
just learned
oh,
that
go ahead, go ahead, go
Diddy.
ahead.
I just learned that Diddy's whole camp, his whole legal team, they're all white. So
Mm.
I just got to see this. I got to see this.
He said they're all white.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and to your point about the whole OJ thing, because I remember being at school when the OJ trial was happening, and everybody was sitting in the
Mm.
cafeteria watching on TV.
Uh huh. Okay.
But meantime, and I went to a private white Christian school, which is wild.
Mm.
But this Diddy thing, this is larger than life right now,
Really is.
especially because social media is at an all-time high, just like we were talking about earlier. So you got TikTok, you got YouTube, and whatever information comes out as it begins to come out, like this is gonna flood the internet.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
this is gonna be crazy for the culture for sure.
I agree. I agree. So this image right here. So moving on to our next story. This image right here is just a conversation that some Black entrepreneurs in Atlanta were having, Jonathan. So tariffs may be rising, but so is Black strategy. Okay, so we are
Mm,
not getting down on the tariffs. We are coming together as we should to talk about this,
I like it.
instead of just letting it happen. So Black entrepreneurs in Atlanta gathered to strategize about economic pressures, including rising tariffs and inflation. The event focused on solutions like streamlining logistics, redefining small business scale, and leveraging community capital through networking. Okay, so despite
Mm,
fading corporate DEI funding, the entrepreneurs emphasized the importance of authenticity and community support. So,
mm.
love to see it. I knew that you would love this story because, yes, you spent some time in Atlanta. Yes, you are an entrepreneur. So just the fact that, everything's happening, but we're still coming together as a community. So, because
Coming
community is
together.
important right now. Community is important right now. What you got?
Community is beyond important right now, and I mean, these are those times to where it's like those make or break moments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we can either come together and really build and really find ways to strategize to move forward,
Mm-hmm.
or we can just attack each other and just complain and just moan and be upset. So
Yeah.
I'm glad and I'm excited about this, and I always love to see content like this, producer Britt. So thank you for scrolling and and sharing with us,
Yeah.
because when you see this is inspiring to make you in your local community go out and say, well, who can I partner with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who can I help elevate? So this is good. This is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So getting back to it. That's not. We don't have 15 minutes. Getting back to it. Gonna go. It's May 5th. Don't forget May 5th.
Hmm.
Trump and his
Hmm.
team. They're coming for your paycheck or your future refund. So just remember to go log on to what is it? studentaid.gov. Log on to
Hmm.
studentaid.gov. Go into your loan repayment. It's going to ask you about an IDR plan. You want to change it, and then you're going to get to this page right here. So your first step is verifying your loans and
Hmm.
verifying your information. And then here you will review your loans. So we're just going to do a really quick run through, really quick, because today is the deadline. I went through yes, I went through this from start to finish um, with someone, and it was this is the exact process that you need to go to. Okay. Okay. So do you have your loan in deferment or forbearance? Like I said, I read up on this, and if you are in school, you can leave your loan in deferment. If you're out of school, you want to pay on it, so you want to take it out.
Mm, that's good
And
information.
then step 3, you want their, congratulations, you confirmed all of this, all the information they already had, of course. Marital status right here. No, I'm not married. Did your family change? No, unless I can add Ozzy on there, a little kitty
Oh
cat.
goodness, we can't add cats.
Yes.
No, we can't add cats to our financial aid.
And then oh, that's a double one always. Um and then here, they're just saying congratulations, you secured all the imported information. And then you're going to get to this right here, and then it's going to ask you about your income. Answer yes or no. And then here we go. So this is where you get all the payment plans. Now I have seen, Jonathan, now this is great. I have seen payments with my own eyes, y'all. I've seen payments as low as $0.
Wait, what?
Exactly. So I don't know how it does the criteria, what it is, but if it could be $0. Mine just so happens to be $27. So everybody's is different.
Mm.
And
Oh wow.
so just make sure you log in and do it so you can see it or pass the information along so that person can see it, and they can do it as well, because it could be $0. It could be
That's
zero.
crazy.
Mine just so happened to be $27. I was
$0 payment.
I
Wow.
was a little jealous. I had to pay 27. Somebody has to pay nothing. So anyway.
Uh,
Mhm.
well,
Mhm.
Mm.
and
Life ain't
and
fair. Life ain't
life ain't
fair.
fair, life ain't fair. And so here we're going down. When you click view details, in a minute it's gonna pop up. Yep, $27. It gives you the total to be paid, and then you got this big boy right here, obviously, so you can avoid more
Mm.
interest on the loan, and then you have this flex plan as well. So in a minute, I'm gonna select it, but I want to show, there we go. I want to show, yes, everyone has advantages and disadvantages. So you have to read through these advantages and disadvantages because I was helping someone and, okay. I was helping someone and the one of the disadvantages was that you won't be able to do loan forgiveness.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
big. That's
yeah,
big. That's a big
yeah,
deal.
that's big. So make sure you read the advantages and the disadvantages because it is possible for that. It is possible for, because I think because I read the Trump order and it did say, you know, loans will be up for forgiveness after 30 years. And I was
Jesus.
like, not me being 50. That's crazy.
Oh, 50, 52, not 32, 52. Yeah.
52.
You
How old
doing
will
this
you
one.
be?
Doing this one.
Yeah, because you'll be how old?
Old enough to party. Yeah, I'll be old enough to party. That's how old I'll
Oh,
be.
that's the party. Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you know someone that has student loans, make sure you pass that information. Today is the deadline. I'm going to be looking out in the news just to make sure, they might extend it. They might say something. Who really knows what they're doing up there in that White House? And then, secondly, we got the Diddy trial that's starting. They're doing their opening statements May
Hmm.
12th, but they're doing picking the jury today. Look out for that. That's important in our
Dang, that
game
is
right now.
important. I wouldn't want to be on that jury. That is important.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
tough, man.
yeah.
Hey,
And I
somebody
hate,
got to do it
people,
though. Somebody.
kind of just, whatever oh, forget about it. Did he forget about it? No, I think that we should lock in, look at it, look at the trial, listen to the trial, know what's going on, be
We do got to know what's
informational.
going on.
Don't just go based off what TikTok's telling you. Don't just go based off what you see on Instagram. Find you a credible news source and read up on the trial if you're really interested in it. Okay, so
That makes sense.
that is what I saw scrolling. You saw anything that you saw scrolling? Send it to me. I'll review it, and next time you're on the show, you might see what you saw scrolling. But tomorrow, Jonathan, well, I don't know, tomorrow, later this week, but I'm excited to get into that NIL conversation because, yeah, I'm excited about that. You know how I feel
Okay.
about NIL. Mm,
We know how you feel about NIL. I think when we posted it on YouTube, the people went crazy
yeah.
watching the video and seeing your thoughts. But I mean, it's been a lot, and I'm not gonna get into it now. But I've,
Nope.
I've seen a couple of conversations around NIL from a couple different platforms, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good conversation for
Nick
sure.
Saban. Nick Saban. You saw that? Nick Saban going to the White House.
I didn't see that one. He said
Ah,
something else.
okay. So, you get your
He just
articles
said
together,
something else? Oh, okay, okay,
get your stuff
okay,
together. I got my stuff, and then we'll
okay.
talk about it. Might talk about it tomorrow. Okay. It might be a
You
little
bring your friends, I bring my friends. Dang, that's crazy. That's a Diddy quote. Dang, that's crazy.
horrible. Okay, so we're
That's
gonna get
crazy.
into a commercial break really quick, and we come back. Jonathan's gonna give us his final thought. Stay tuned for more speaker success in the morning.
Are you a new or budding entrepreneur looking to set your business up for success? Profit Mode is here to help you navigate your entrepreneurial journey with expert education and services. From tax planning and bookkeeping to selecting the right business structure, Profit Mode has you covered. They'll even educate you on how to properly set up your business for building credit so you can grow with confidence. Profit Mode's mission is to provide you with the tools and guidance you need to establish a solid foundation for your business. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to take the next step, we're here to support your goals. Let Profit Mode help you turn that entrepreneurial dream into a reality with the knowledge and services to back it up. Your success starts with the right foundation. Contact Profit Mode today to get started.
All right, family. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back to Speaker Success in the Morning. Y'all, today is May 5th, 2025. We're 50 minutes after the hour. Y'all, grateful for y'all rocking out with us today. Grateful for y'all hanging with us here at Speaker Success in the Morning with myself and producer Britt. And y'all, we're live Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Central Standard to 7 a.m. Central Standard. All right. So, y'all, we're going to go ahead and just close this thing out. Producer Britt, you had anything else in your heart, on your mind that you wanted to share? I just want to make sure before I close this thing out. I just want to make sure
You
you
know,
had
guys,
nothing else.
when you log on, don't forget to hit the like button so we can get those likes, thumb up, thumb up, thumb up, thumb up, thumb up. Uh, Other than that, I would just say, have a good day and be smart, stay black, and do your thing. Oh, we gotta May is the mental health awareness month, so we will have some mental health conversations coming to y'all this month, and we're excited about that. So yeah, check out, tune in
Mental
for
health.
that, okay? Because mental
Mental
health
health.
is important.
Yeah.
Okay, your well-being, your mental health, your brain,
Good.
woosah. Okay, that's all important.
Good.
All important. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that. All right, back to you, John.
Mental health is important. It's not something that's just made up for people to take days off at work. All right. So y'all look. Here's just my final thought, and ultimately it really comes down to just being aware, being aware of a few things, right? Being aware of a few things. The Bible tells us that our people perish for a lack of their knowledge, and like producer Britt said a little bit earlier about the Diddy trial, y'all, that's information we need to know, we need to be aware of, we need to know what's going on and what's happening in the culture. So even if you're not comfortable watching news outlets or reading a news article, I challenge you today, just take a little bit of time, just browse through some news, just browse and watch a video that piques your interest, because we need to be in the know and we need to be aware of what's going on around us in the world that we live in. So family, until next time, remember, speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why should you and why would you live any other